All right. Welcome everyone. Welcome back to the El Toro La Liga show. Obviously, show that I talk about the upcoming games for La Liga this coming weekend. Is obviously, as you know, another game week. But I am wearing the national team shirt right now. But the national team's not playing. But what I do have is the scarf of Real Madrid. Real Madrid beating Manchester City last night in the Champions League. Kylian Mbappe, not Kylian Mboobies, it's Kylian Mbappe with the hat trick against Manchester City, which means that's all over for Man City. As for Real Madrid, they're true. And we'll find out who they get drawn tomorrow afternoon, roughly. But let's start with the La Liga show. Obviously, there is a live poll, as you guys know, in the live chat, whereby you guys can pick which games I will be doing a live watch along for. So there's 3 options. Just pick. Obviously, subscribe and follow me on X and Twitter as well. Let's get started with the first game of the weekend. On Friday, we have a Celta Vigo against Osasuna. Both of these sides were the 2 teams that got draws against both Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. 1-1 in both games. Celta Vigo getting a 1-1 draw away at Atleti. Osasuna getting a 1-1 draw at home against Real Madrid. The win probability, it says Celta Vigo are more likely to win. Obviously, they're at home in this game. Obviously, as I said, both teams got the 2 teams that got draws against the teams at the of the 2 Madrid teams fighting out for the title as well. So that's why Real Madrid and Atleti are not in first place, but instead it's Barcelona. We'll talk about them later. But yeah, it seems like both of these sides, they're relatively the same. But Osasuna have been unbeaten for a few games already, albeit it's mostly draws. They're basically like draw FC in La Liga this season, with 11 draws in 24 games. So almost half of their games are draws anyway. So let's take a look at some of the insights going into the game. Celta Vigo have lost 3 of the last 5 games against Osasuna in La Liga, 1 win and 1 draw and 3 losses. So it's not really a good record that they have at the moment. Osasuna have won the last 2 away games at Celta Vigo in La Liga, more than any other away game against Celta in the top flight combined. Oh, all right. That's actually a pretty good record for Osasuna. So some things are looking pretty rosy for Osasuna. And obviously, these 2 played each other earlier in the season, back in September. It was a 3-2 win for Osasuna. They could they could do the double over Celta Vigo if they were to win this coming Friday, tomorrow. Only Atleti and Real Madrid and Barcelona have more home wins in La Liga than Celta Vigo. Celta actually has 7 level with Athletic Club, and well, it says Barcelona, but Celta Vigo have a very good home record this season, and I think they've won like not every home game, but like I think all the wins apart from like 1 is like a home win as well. Osasuna have collected points in 9 of the last 11 La Liga games, but most of them are draws, as I said. Look, 1 win, 8 draws, 2 losses. And obviously, we all know about Juventus being draw FC. Osasuna are tied for the most draws, along with Bologna, another Serie A side. But Osasuna are basically draw FC in La Liga. So yeah, in terms of my prediction, I mean, look, both of these sides got a draw the previous weekend. It's tough. Look, obviously, I want Osasuna to win. But I don't know. I just feel like the home record will probably help Celta Vigo go through. At the same time, I just think that maybe they'll have enough quality, unfortunately for me, in the end to get the result. So I'm going for El Celta Vigo 2-0. I'll go 2-0 to Celta, 2-0 win for Celta Vigo in La Liga. I think it'll be a game where they will manage to get another home win. Moving on to the next game. The next game we have on Saturday, 2:00, we have Alavés against Espanyol. Obviously, I did a watch long for Espanyol this past weekend. And obviously Alavés, if you guys didn't know, got 3-3 draw away at Leganés. So in terms of the win probability, look, again, Alavés are strongly favored. However, I'll talk about Espanyol in a bit. Well, I'll talk about both. But if you look, sorry, both of these sides are only separated by 2 points, and all Alavés are in the relegation zone on 22 points. Espanyol only above it by 1 point. So look, it's looking like the bottom 6 in La Liga. 3 of those 6 from Espanyol, Leganés, Las Palmas, Valencia, Alavés, and Valladolid. But look, I'll talk about Valladolid anyways. This shit. But yeah, I look from 15 to 19. It's only separated by 2 points. So not just the title race in La Liga, but also the relegation battle. And it's going to be really interesting to see. This is a big game for both of these sides. Alavés haven't won since they beat Betis a few weeks ago. Espanyol, apart from that loss a couple weeks ago now, they've actually had a pretty good run going for them. Obviously, they got a draw against Athletic Club. I think they probably should have won that game, but albeit I think a draw was probably the fairest result in the end of that game. But yeah, some of the insights heading into the game. Sorry about that. Alavés have won 4 of the last 6 games against Espanyol in La Liga. So they have a very good record against Espanyol. Espanyol have won just 1 of their last 16 away games in Alavés in La Liga. Damn, a win percentage of 6.2%, which is the worst that they have of any away ground. The only one is Real Madrid. So Espanyol don't have a very good record in Alavés, surprisingly. So it's looking for good. It's at the moment looking for good reading for Alavés. Following the 3-2 win for Espanyol, so another 3-2 win we just talked about. Obviously, this was back in September. Espanyol could do the double for only the second time in history. The only time was 16-17. So we'll see if they would be able to do it. Alavés have won just 1 of the last 12 La Liga games. Obviously, I talked about that being the game against Real Betis back in January, a few weeks ago. And they have not won a home game since beating Mallorca 1-0. So it's a poor, but it's looking not that good for Alavés. And Espanyol have not won any of the last 12 away games in La Liga this season. They drawn 3, lost 9, so they haven't even won a away game, Espanyol. So they have one of the worst records away from home since that 3-1 win over Vallecano back in May 2023. So yeah, I look, I'll be honest, looking at these two sides, not looking good at the moment. Obviously, they're both fighting to survive and not get relegated. But I don't know. I just feel like it seems like the home form will probably help Alavés, but I just don't see them getting a win. I know they almost got the win, but I'm probably just going to say that Alavés will get a draw here. I'm going with a 1-1 here. 1-1 between Alavés and Espanyol is my prediction. Up next, people, we have Rayo Vallecano against Villarreal. Along with the Alavés Espanyol game, this is another game in the live poll. You could do a live watch along for. Obviously, you guys can vote in the poll as well. Rayo Vallecano against Villarreal. Look, it's quite even. Both of these sides are actually fighting for potential now because of what happened in the Champions League this week. Potential 5th place for Spanish clubs to be in the Champions League instead of Europa League. At the moment, it is 5th against 6th in La Liga. This is a huge game for both of these sides. Rayo Vallecano, before that loss to Barcelona, were on a 9-game unbeaten one. Villarreal are on a 6-game unbeaten one, but you can see his last 5 unbeaten. So both of these sides have been very, very good. And Vallecano were robbed of a goal against Barcelona, and who knows what could have been. But yeah, it seems like both of these sides are probably going to be the sides you might think will be fighting for that fifth place. Obviously, at the moment, Villarreal have a very good standing at the moment. They're 6 points ahead, have a very, very good goal difference compared to Vallecano, but you just never know in La Liga. So it's a very good game between. It's looking to be like a very good game. So I look, if this game between Vallecano and Villarreal get into the live watch long by you guys in the live poll, then I'm really not going to complain. I'm going to love it. And it's a very good game. I'll say that. I'm looking forward to this one. Whether or not it's a watch long, I don't know. But Vallecano have lost just one of the last 5 meetings against Villarreal. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. So they have a very good record against Villarreal, and obviously they play at home. After winning 4 of the first 5 visits to Vallecas, which is in obviously the home of Rayo Vallecano in La Liga, Villarreal have won just one of the last 6 away games. Last time was a 5-1 win in May 2022 under Unai Emery. So not a good recent record for them. After a 1-1 stalemate at La Sagramica just a couple months ago, actually, Villarreal could draw in successive meetings against Vallecano for the only second time, that being in 2002. So, look, it's looking like one of these sides will get a win, one of them. Rayo Vallecano have won their 3 La Liga games in Vallecas this season, just 2 fewer than they had across the 18 they play at home. Obviously, in the year of 2024, they got 5 wins. They already have 3 wins, and we're not even in March. So, look, Vallecano's home record is very good at the moment. Villarreal have not lost any of the last 5 games in La Liga. Okay, so it's not 6, but so far, it would be their longest unbeaten run in La Liga this campaign if they get a good result here, as long as they don't lose. So, in terms of prediction, this game's at 4:15 Spain time. I don't know. I just feel like the home form of Vallecano will work in their favor. And big up to Charlie from No Filter FC. I hope you're enjoying the show. Charlie, I'll be honest, please vote for this game. I would love to watch this game. It's 5th against 6th in La Liga. I would love to watch it over Valencia Atleti, which is currently the number 1 in the live poll. But please vote for this one, Charlie, if you haven't already. Please vote in the live poll. But yeah, going back to my prediction, I just feel like the home form of Rayo Vallecano is going to be very strong in this game, and I think they'll get a win. I think it will be a surprise win. I don't know if it will be a surprise, but I'll go with a 3-1 Vallecano. I can see Vallecano getting some goals here, and Villarreal just getting a little bit unstuck, even though both of these teams have been doing very well in La Liga. But the next game we're going to talk about is between Valencia and Atleti, and obviously doing the great show from Charlie. Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking of voting for that one. I voted. Yeah, cheers. And Musa as well in the live chat. Please do vote in the live poll what game you want to watch. In my personal opinion, I'm not trying to sway the vote. I'm not trying to sway the vote, but please vote for Vallecano Villarreal. I would love to watch that game. But regardless, getting back to the show, Valencia against Atleti is on Saturday, 6:30 Spain time. Look, it's more likely Atleti will win this game, as it says here, 50% likely. Obviously, Atleti, look, remember when they had like a 8-game winning run or something? Now, in the last 5-6 games, they've only won 1 game, which is not good. Obviously, they got a draw against Real Madrid a couple weeks ago, which is a very respectable result, I would say. But that 1-1 draw at home to Celta really, really might, it might hamper them a little bit more. And obviously now they're down to 3rd. But let's be honest, being 3rd right now in this La Liga title race is like being in 200th place in a race, But yeah, Atleti still, very much in a title race. As for Valencia, look, they're in the relegation zone, but I will tell you this, guys. Apart from losing to Barcelona 7-1 and losing at home to Real Madrid just around New Year's, Valencia actually has a very good unbeaten record in La Liga right now. They're actually doing pretty well for themselves. Obviously, you can see unbeaten in 4 of the 5 games. Obviously, that loss over here is a 7-1 loss to Barcelona, but they've gotten wins over Celta. Thank you, muchas gracias. And obviously, they got a few more wins. They got a draw as well in that derby game against Villarreal, which could you never know, might hamper Villarreal's chances of Champions League football. At the moment, it doesn't seem like it, but we'll see. But here we go. Valencia won the last La Liga game at their Mestalla last season, a 3-0 win for them. Obviously, different times now for Valencia, but they've never gone back-to-back home victories over Diego Simeone's team in La Liga. And let me just quickly on the chat. Yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, Samuel Lino. Obviously, we'll talk about more of that. My Europa League predictions to qualify is Bodo Glimt, Star Bucharest, hopefully, AZ Alkmaar, Roma, Ajax, Fenerbahce, Real Sociedad, and Ferencváros. Yeah, look, that seems like a very good lineup of teams to go through, but you never know. You never know. I don't want to talk about Juventus. I'll talk about it when I'm doing a show with Charlie, probably on Monday. So you guys can get my thoughts on that when I do it with him. As I said, it's on Monday, 11 p.m. Spain time, 10 p.m. UK time, Mondays. But yeah, going back, Atleti have won 5 of the last 6 games against Valencia. Obviously, that one game they did not win was a loss to them. So look, Atleti has a good record at the moment. Under Simeone, Atleti have won 15 of the 16 of 26 meetings, against Valencia, only losing 3, which is actually a very good record they have at the moment, because before they have a very terrible record in the previous 49. But Valencia have won the last 3 La Liga home games, which is kind of why you see them being back up in the relegation dogfight and not be as bad as Valladolid. While they've not, the last time they actually won 4 games in a row was in August 2021 during, I think it was just after COVID times. So yeah, we'll see. After 8 consecutive wins in La Liga between 24 and 25, as I said, Atleti have dropped points in 4 of the last 5 games. 1, as I said, 1 win, 3 draws, 1 loss. So yeah, not good at the moment for Atleti. I don't know. Do I think some sort of history-making thing might happen? I don't know, but I just feel like maybe I don't know. I don't know if I feel like Atleti might get unstuck, but I'll probably go with an away win just because I just think they're the much stronger team, Atleti. I'll be honest. So I am going for a narrow 2-1 win for Atleti. 2-1 Atletico Madrid will be my prediction for this game. 2-1 Atleti. Up next, 9 o'clock on Saturday, Spain time. Let me quickly just go through the chat. Yeah. Well, I'll talk about it when I do my show with you on Monday. As I said, on Mondays, 10 p.m. UK, 11 p.m. Spain time. But yeah, Las Palmas against Barcelona is the next game we'll talk about. Las Palmas, they were terrible at the start, did very well in the last 2-3 months before the new year, and then they've been basically they're as bad as like Tottenham Hotspur, Barcelona, meanwhile, have a very, very good run of games. But here's the thing. If anyone remembers, Las Palmas did beat Barcelona a couple months ago in La Liga 2-1 at the Olympic Stadium. So who knows? But yeah. But since then, actually, Barcelona have been doing quite well for themselves. Obviously, the back up at the top of La Liga. But as I said, being first place in La Liga right now in this title race is like being like 15th or 14th, like Tottenham or 13th. I don't know actually. But yeah, they're top of La Liga. As for Las Palmas, they're only just above the relegation zone, but practically they're on the same points, just one goal difference, fewer actually, or better than Valencia. So it's literally just the same thing. But yeah, not Valencia. Las Palmas have not been doing very well. They are actually now the only team left in La Liga since New Year's 2025, since the new year of 2025. Las Palmas are the only side in La Liga that has not won a game in La Liga. So by that regard, it's not looking good, especially playing against an informed Barcelona, but you never know. 77% win probability, only just 10 for Las Palmas, but that's just like praying for it. Following, as I said, the win they had back in actually November, not December, Las Palmas could go back-to-back wins over Barcelona for the first time since 1969. 69, one of my favorite numbers. So let's see if they can do the double. But they've never actually done the double over Barcelona, so not looking good by that regard. Barcelona have scored in the last 8 away games at Las Palmas and have been unbeaten against them in the Canary Islands. So it's been a very good record for them, for Barcelona. Las Palmas have won 3 of the last 4 meetings against Catalonian sides. But I mean, a few, that's usually going to be against Girona and Espanyol and not really Barcelona. But they did get that win back in November. Yeah, just reading off of these stats is not looking good for Las Palmas. Just worry about them now. Las Palmas have not won their last 6 La Liga games, as I said. 1 draw, 5 losses, not great. And they lost to Mallorca 3-1 this past weekend. They've not lost 4 in a row since just last season, when they lost 8 games in a row in May 2024, and that led into this season where they started off very badly. Las Palmas. Barcelona have been unbeaten in their last 9 away games so far this season. So they have a very good record. And look, I'll be honest, I do not see anything. I honestly do not see it, whereby Las Palmas get a win here. I don't know if it'll be a heavy win or a heavy defeat, but I'll be honest, I will probably go 3-0. I'll go 3-0 Barcelona. Let me just quickly update something. I'll go 3-0 Barcelona. I really do not see Las Palmas getting a win, and it will lead into a longer losing run for them, basically. The next game, look, I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's literally against some garbage team we call Real Valladolid, the away side. They lost 4-0 at home against Sevilla. As for Athletic Club, look, I watched them in that game against Espanyol in my live watch long back on Sunday, I believe the game was. Not the best performances by Athletic Club, and obviously not getting the win has really hampered them in terms of trying to maybe muster up a title charge. Unlikely to win the title, but you never know. So yeah, not great. But here's the thing, right? Athletic Club, yeah, they have not lost in La Liga since the start of October. They have the longest unbeaten run in La Liga. I think it's now 15, if I'm not mistaken. I'll read the insights of this game. I think it's 15 games unbeaten. So a few of them are draws, which is kind of why they're not, in a title, like in the big title chunk. But yeah, Athletic Club have a huge advantage in this game, and it's fucking Valladolid. Look, had Athletic Club beaten Espanyol, they would have had 2 extra points. They would have been only 3 points behind Atletico Madrid and only 4 points behind the top 2. So, who knows? Maybe that draw might have hampered them. And they could have also extended their lead over Villarreal, who got a draw as well. But yeah, maybe things just didn't work out for Athletic Club this past weekend. As for Valladolid, I mean, bloody fucking hell. Look at this record by Valladolid. 15 goals scored. They've scored fewer than fucking Getafe, and Getafe are fucking boring to watch usually. 52 goals conceded. That's the worst record so far. Minus 37. I'll be honest, there is no way that Valladolid get a win. I don't even know if I need to go through the live, the insights going into this game. I'll read the chat once I make my prediction of this game. Look, Athletic Club have not lost any of the last 4 games against Valladolid. Scored at least 1 goal in 19 of the last 20 against them. There, that's already 1. Athletic Club have not lost any of the last 9 meetings against Valladolid in La Liga. 6 wins, 3 draws. That's another good one for Athletic Club. Valladolid have not have basically a terrible fucking record at País Vasco in the Basque. So that's another one. They've not gone 3 in a row against Basque teams in La Liga. Oh, actually, it'll be the first. This will be the first. Athletic have not lost, as I said, the last 15. The longest ever they have as a club in La Liga was in 1985. So I will be honest, right? You probably think that they will probably match it. But mate, if Valladolid do a fucking Saudi Arabia against Argentina, that'd be crazy. But look, Valladolid aren't as up for it, I would say, as Saudi Arabia were at the World Cup. So I just don't see it happening. And Valladolid have lost 5 games in a row in La Liga. Not lost 6 in a row since 1997. Yeah, that's going to be broken. Predictions for this game, I'll be fucking honest. It could be 4-0. I'll go 4-0. Another 4-0 loss for Valladolid. I'll be honest, 4-0. So I'm saying Athletic Club to win 4-0 against Valladolid. I just do not see Valladolid doing anything. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I'll be completely honest. I'll read through some of the chat as well. Easy win for Atleti. Yeah, even though they're missing Barrios. Obviously, yeah, La Liga, plenty of 6 red cards in 10 La Liga games this past weekend. Vorsa only won last because of yeah. And Vallecano in that game could have done something. If Heidenheim go through today, they could play Chelsea once again. Oh, mate, you know what? I do not care. I will be there. I will fly to Heidenheim and London again for the. No, I'm kidding. I don't think I will. But yeah, I will be there. I will be there. Can you explain how mid Nico and Nico Williams, some fan merchants think he's the best player when Sanchez is in this? Yeah, look. Before talking about the Madrid game against Girona, look, I highly rate Nico Williams as a player. I really do. I don't know. I feel like he's been terrible all season. His brother is doing better than him, but I just feel like maybe it's something to do with what happened over the summer after the Euros. Obviously, during the Euros, he was amazing, and I knew he would be that good at the Euros. But I don't know of Nico Williams hasn't helped. Probably his focus with Athletic Club this season. So I just feel like with Nico and Athletic, I feel like by the end of this season, I feel like Nico might leave Athletic Club to where? I mean, I would love him at Newcastle United, I'll be honest. But if I want to be realistic, I have a feeling it's Barcelona. I have a feeling. But yeah, 5 people watching. Please like this stream before I talk this. Hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe to my channel and my X. I do not have OnlyFans, unfortunately. But also vote in the live poll which games I should do a live watch along for. I actually previewed all those 3 games, so you can watch back which ones to do. But yeah, let me put it up. Charlie says Iñaki has been quality, Nico not as much. Yeah, I 100% agree, and I highly rate Nico Williams. But yeah, let's go back into the La Liga games. Real Madrid, right here, Real Madrid against Girona in La Liga. I'll obviously get back to the live chat after I preview this one. Real Madrid 75% likely to win, but they've been winless in the last 3 games, which is quite rare nowadays with Real Madrid in La Liga. But yeah, not great in the past 3 games. Obviously, we'll look. Maybe I might as well talk about it because red cards galore. Probably the most controversial one. What do you call this? Jude Bellingham will not be in this game, and he will not be in the next game, the next weekend game when Madrid play Real Betis as well, and he will not play this upcoming game against Girona. But yeah, in my opinion, I don't know why it's a red card. I'll be honest. I don't even know honestly what he said to the referee that got him sent off. So look, I don't really have much of an opinion on it. If there's audio proof or whatever, I don't know. Maybe someone can let me know in the live chat. But if now they're giving him a 2-match ban, I don't know. We'll see. Well, he is getting a 2-match ban at the moment, as far as I know. But yeah, but look, even without Jude, I mean, we'll talk about Kylian Mbappe, not Kylian Mboobies. It's Kylian Mbappe, the GOAT at the moment, the GOAT of last night in La Liga, not La Liga, in the Champions League with a hat-trick over Manchester City. But yeah, looking at Girona's form, not great. They lost this past weekend and actually the last 2 games. 4 losses in the last 5, so not great. Real Madrid, though, not great as well by their standards. But yeah, some of the insights heading into this game against Girona for Real Madrid. Real Madrid have won the last 3 games against Girona without conceding a goal. Obviously, these 2 teams, for most part, early part of last season, were the 2 teams fighting it out for the title, believe it or not. And obviously, Real Madrid getting that wins over Girona. At home, Real Madrid have won 2 of the last 4 games against Girona, a draw and a loss, scoring plenty of goals, a 6-3 win in March 2018, and a 4-0 win against them just last season, obviously, to basically end the title hopes of Girona. Girona have lost 5 of the last 6 visits against teams from the capital, from Madrid. I'm trying to remember who they beat. I think they've beaten Getafe. No, wait, they lost to Getafe. I'm trying to remember who they lost to. Forget about it. As many defeats as they had in the last 14 away. So not good. Real Madrid have not won any of the last 3 La Liga games, as I said, and they have not gone 4 in a row since October 2018 when they were under Julian Lopetegui. So yeah, not good for I can't even do it. From Carlo Ancelotti. Girona have lost 4 of the last 5 La Liga games. As I said, only 1 win. So suffered 11 defeats, which is the most they had after the first 24 games. So look, not great. Prediction-wise, I will probably go with a Real Madrid win, but I'll go with a narrow one actually. I'll go a 2-0, narrow 2-0 win for Real Madrid, I will say. Probably Kylian Mbappe will get a goal, maybe even 2 as well from that game. As we move on, but let me first go through the live chat at the moment. Just some comments. I'm seeing panels say Arsenal. Oh God, lol. They must be. Yeah, true. What nationality are you? Okay. Nationality-wise, like a country I have a passport for, I don't mind saying it. Philippines, Filipino. I'm Filipino. Philippines and American. So those are like my two passports. I live in Spain at the moment. That's why on Sunday I'm going to A Coruña for the game, Deportivo. I'll talk about that in the later part of the show, and Romania. Not. I wouldn't say I don't have the Romanian citizenship, but my family ancestry, whatever you want to call it, is from there. Killian Mickey Mouse is waking up. Yeah, true. But yeah, going back to the games, let me quickly just adjust some things. Okay, so up next we have Getafe against Real Betis in La Liga. Getafe against Betis on Sunday 6:30. This is the biggest game ever, basically, because Getafe are unbeaten in 5 or 6 La Liga games. And I think ever since I've done this show, I believe they've actually have gone unbeaten. I've called them boring to watch. I avoid doing watch longs with them. But the funny thing is, next week they actually play Leganés in the derby, the Derby de Madrid de Sol, the Southern Madrid derby. So that one I might look forward to. But yeah, Getafe against Betis in La Liga. Obviously, Betis, La Liga is trembling because of the GOAT, Anthony. Not Anthony Martial, Anthony, former Manchester United. Not Anthony Martial, it's Anthony. He's been cooking in La Liga. I believe 2 goals, 2 assists in his first 3 games in La Liga, and got a draw, a loss, and a win in his 3 games with Betis in La Liga. Got the win in the Conference League last week as well, and we'll see whether Betis will go through. We'll find out. But yeah, Betis are the form of inconsistency. 8 wins, 8 draws, 8 losses, and literally, apart from 1 goal, they have a fucking same number of goal difference, basically, after 24 games. 32 points ain't bad, and they're basically in a European type fight, basically, amongst themselves, Mallorca, Osasuna. You could still say Girona and Sociedad and even Sevilla, their rivals, which are only a point behind them. Vallecano and all that. Villarreal maybe. Mate, Getafe, who are down in 13th, if they beat Betis, Getafe goes above Betis. That's how crazy it is. Even in the mid-table, it's crazy in La Liga. So shouts that La Liga is probably the best league at the moment in terms of everything. Everything is happening. Getafe, look, you can see unbeaten. Probably, I believe, the only team apart from Barcelona and Osasuna and a few of these. Okay, yeah. But Getafe are doing very well for themselves. I don't know what happened here, the black screen. Okay, there we go. Some insights heading into this game between Getafe and Betis. Getafe have won just 1 of the last 8 games against Betis, so not a great record from them. After winning 5 of the last 6 meetings at home for Betis, Getafe have not won any of the last 3 at home against them in the top flight. Not great. After 2 away wins against Madrid opponents in La Liga, Betis have failed to win any of the last 6 away games against Madrid sides because Getafe is from, the area of Getafe in Madrid. Failing to score in each of the last 3, and that includes playing against Real Madrid, I believe, Atlético as well. But yeah, Getafe are unbeaten in the last 6 La Liga games, 4 wins, 2 draws. This is the longest unbeaten one since November 2023, when they literally had 2 wins in 8, but draw 6. That's literally unbeaten. Betis have won 2 of the last 4 away games in La Liga, 2 losses only, more than they have in the previous 10 away before. So yeah, in terms of prediction, I don't know. Do I think Getafe continues the unbeaten run for some reason? I don't know. I feel like it. To be honest, I do think it might be like that. I'll probably go with 2-1 2-1 win for Getafe. So probably for the very first time, I think I'm predicting a Getafe win. I don't hate Getafe. I just think they're fucking boring. Actually, maybe I kind of do hate Getafe for one reason. But look, Getafe, I'm predicting you to win. So let's see if they actually turn up when I say they win. As for but I will say Betis will get a goal and Anthony will get a goal and or assist. You never know. Well, I'm going with a 2-1 home win for Getafe at the Coliseum. 2 more games to go before we not wrap up. But before doing that, let's get through some of the comments. And we actually have, it's been a very good comments chat as well. Anthony is cooking, yeah. La Liga is trembling. I'll tell you that right now. The GOAT himself, the GOAT with another hat trick, Anthony. Let's be honest, Messi can't. Mate, I think, I'm trying to remember, he didn't get a goal against Athletic Club in his first game. But yeah. Pele used to have Anthony posters before he gifted it to Neymar. Anthony's flair reminds me of prime Ronaldinho. Yeah, we'll see how that goes on Sunday and tonight because Betis do play. Expect a hat trick from Anthony. Mate, I'll say this: if Anthony gets a hat trick, I will. Well, I can't even do the game as a watch along anyway, but I'll do something. I'll do something involving a Betis game. But yeah, going back, let me quickly just adjust some things. I'll go through the two games, the last two games, that being Sociedad and Leganés, and the other one. So Real Sociedad against Leganés. Look, both these sides not doing well at the moment, but Sociedad with 61% chance to win. Sociedad are probably the most disappointing team. Yeah, they got 9 wins, which is not bad in La Liga, but after 24 games ain't good. After losing 11, look, they've lost, I think, 5 of the last 6 games, and that only win was over here. I believe that was against Girona, if I remember. I have a bad memory sometimes. But yeah, Sociedad down in 11 isn't great. Leganés, for their own sake, are not in a good spot, only 1 point above the relegation zone. But it's not looking good for Leganés at this point. Despite only having 5 wins all season, they almost lost to Alavés this past weekend. That 3-all home draw against them. But yeah, both these sides just not doing well at the moment, even though there's some stuff like that. Well, apparently there's no live insight, so we'll probably do this a bit quickly. But look, both of these sides haven't done well so far. And actually, I remember, coincidentally, this was the game. I literally remember. Coincidentally, this was the game I actually went back in the start of December. I went to Leganés. I went to the El Botoik Stadium in Leganés, which is in Madrid, basically. I went to the game. Leganés, they lost 3-0 to Sociedad. So Sociedad do have a good record against Leganés. Leganés didn't really offer too much in that one. I'll be honest, I probably just will go up with a Sociedad win, a home win for them. I'll probably go with I don't know. I'll probably go with I'm thinking. Probably, I think just a 1-0. I think it'll just be 1-0. I don't know. Something like that. So I'll go 1-0 Sociedad. That'll be my prediction. And then the final game, at the same time, it doesn't have the insights. But the final game of La Liga weekend on Monday at 9 o'clock, it is Sevilla against Mallorca. I zoomed in just a bit too much. But yeah, Sevilla against Mallorca. Sevilla, it's quite, I wouldn't say it's even, but look, when you scroll down, it's 45% for Sevilla, so it's all right. You draw 25 Mallorca. Mallorca down in 7th, but not bad, actually, by their standards. And they're still within the shot of getting European football next season. They were they were a penalty shootout away from winning not only getting European football, but getting a fucking trophy before Newcastle United. I'm just saying. But yeah, Mallorca in 7th, not been doing quite well. They actually got their first win of the year 2025 by beating Las Palmas 3-1. So they finally got their first win of the new year, basically. As for Sevilla, they're doing all right, actually. They're also in a good unbeaten record. The only loss here was against that Barcelona team, 4-1 home loss, but they're back at home. And then they bounced back with a 4-0 win over Valladolid, which isn't surprising, I'll be honest. Beating Valladolid isn't that hard nowadays. Famous last words to Athletic. But yeah, my predictions for this game between Sevilla and Mallorca, I just feel like, to be honest, I think both teams could get themselves unstuck. I'll probably go with a 1-1 draw, I'll be honest. I think a 1-1 draw is probably what my prediction will be for that. So that for now wraps up the previews of the La Liga matches of this upcoming weekend. Now it is time for the El Toro de la Semana, which basically means the bowl. You can see a bowl right here, over there. The bowl of the week, meaning the best player of the weekend. I have to say him. It's Anthony. Anthony is the El Toro de la Semana. Anthony, man, he's gonna be good. Anthony is the right wing that Madrid needed. Maybe Amamburu is it's actually underrated. Amamburu. You're saying a 1-1 draw. Are you doing a watch long tonight? Unfortunately, not. I don't do watch longs usually on Thursdays, and so I usually do this as my stream on Thursdays. And Mariano, does Mariano still play for Sevilla? I think so, yeah. But I barely see him, honestly. But yeah. So Anthony is the El Toro de la Semana with his goal and assist against Real Sociedad this past weekend in a 3-0 win for Betis. So yeah, let me quickly set the last part of the show, which is the Segunda, La Liga Dos. It's just a recap. I'm not previewing the games because then the show will take forever. But I'll just give you guys a recap because a lot of things has happened in the Segunda. Let me quickly just get it up now. Let me quickly, just give me a bit of time, guys. Give me a bit of time. Scroll up. Oh, right. Let me zoom in. Okay, so this past weekend in the Segunda, in the second tier of Spanish football, which it's cooking. It is also cooking. Well, unfortunately for one team, cooked. But I'll get to that. The results, Mirandes are now top of the Segunda with a 4-1 win on last Friday against Racing Ferrol on Valentine's Day. So good Valentine's Day for them. Castellón beat Eibar 2-0. So they've helped themselves out. Malaga getting a last-minute winner against the bottom of the Segunda, Cartagena. So yeah, very massive victory for Malaga. Cadiz beating the team that was just first place, now have dropped second. Cadiz getting a away win against Racing Club de Santander. You also had Cordoba getting a 3-2 away win at Tenerife in one of the islands, obviously. Levante and Gijón played out a 0-0 draw. Not the greatest of games, I'll be honest. Huesca, who I'm going to be watching on Sunday, got a 1-1 draw this past weekend against Granada. Deportivo, we lost. I'm a Deportivo fan, if you guys didn't realize, maybe not. We lost 2-0 against Eldense. We fucking lost 2-0 to fucking Eldense, man. Mate, we could have... it seems like the playoffs is not going to be for us. We're just sometimes we're so fucking because we don't know how to win games consecutively. Come on. Hopefully, please, I hope there's a response this Sunday against Weska. We'll see. We lost. Not great. Not so fucking annoying with this fucking result. I'm actually more annoyed with this loss than the Newcastle United loss 4-0 against Man City. I'm actually more annoyed with this loss to Alavés. But yeah. Zaragoza, not great. Got a loss against Burgos, and Zaragoza, man. Look, they're not getting relegated. I'm probably going to say that with some confidence, but they're so meh. Zaragoza, I'll say that. Real Oviedo, they are back in the top 6 after a win against Albacete. Almeria continued their very bad run of form since the new year. 1-1 draw at home against Elche and got the red card as well. Obviously, we beat them a couple weeks ago, actually. So yeah, not looking great. As I said, just to show you guys, Deportivo against Huesca, I will go to the game. Like, I'm actually going to the stadium. I have tickets. I'll go with a few friends. I'm not sure I will do a live vlog of it, but I will probably post something about the game, Deportivo against Huesca. Hopefully, bloody hope we win, man. My record whenever I watch Deportivo has been pretty good. Whenever I actually go to the area floor, so hopefully it's good. As for the table, I'll show you guys just how close it is. This is probably the best second-tier football in Europe at the moment. Look at, let's say, the top 8. Look at the top 8. Let me know you guys' thoughts. The top 8. Oh, yeah, the second Bundesliga is also good. But look at this top 8. Look at this. Sorry. Look at this top 8. So in first place, you have Mirandes, 48. Racing Santander have the other automatic spot, 48. So both teams on 48. Just below them, you have 3 teams in 3rd, 4th, 5th, one of them being Huesca, and Elche and Oviedo, 47 points. Literally a win for a team like Oviedo in 5th, they could go up to 1st. That's how close it is. Almeria, 45 points, and have a very decent goal difference still, despite being winless in the last 5-6 games. Could jump up to 48, probably even top. Levante could be back up in the playoff spot. Maybe if they string a couple wins for themselves, because they've been winless now, they could go back up to even as high as 1st. Granada, 42. Yeah, they're 6 points behind the 2 automatics, but a win or 2 for Granada means they're back in the the top 2 most likely. So look, the top 8, it seems like it's going to be a fucking battle, because 1st, 2nd gets automatic promotion to La Liga, and then 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th goes into the playoffs by the end of the season in June. So yeah. And then just going down the table, the teams you're probably not likely going to get minimum the playoffs, I'll probably say. Sporting Gijón, Cadiz, Cordoba, and there we are, Deportivo with 12. Still probably one of the better goal difference, I'll say. 36 goals. Hopefully we can add to that on Sunday, but we'll see. Castellón also on 35. Malaga also on 35. Albacete on 34, Zaragoza on 34, Eibar on 33. So look how close it is. Sorry. From 9th down to like 17, it's only 4 points, and we're in amongst it. Burgos also, actually down to 18th, 33. And then the bottom 4 is who gets relegated. Eldense are 5 points from safety, but they fucking got that win over us, so we don't help ourselves out. Racing Ferrol lost to, as I said, against Racing Santander, so the Racing clubs play each other. It seems like, I'll be honest, and Tenerife and Cartagena in the bottom 2. I feel like, I'll be honest, Cartagena are down, I think Tenerife are down, and I think Racing Ferrol are down. Eldense, I feel like, are the only team that has a chance. of staying up because it's the bottom 4 that goes down. But still, even with that win over us, I still think Elden's will probably get relegated. I will be completely honest with you guys. But yeah, those are the results from the Segunda, the second tier of Spanish football. Obviously, I always do a piece or a part of the show of it. And now I'll end the live poll, and mate, it's 50-50. It's 50-50 in the live poll. I don't mind. I don't mind showing you. Let me show you the live poll. Let me show you the live poll. Oh no. Oh no, what just happened to my camera? I'm assuming I'm back. Right. Let me well, if anyone is still in the live chat hasn't voted, vote, because we're at 50-50% either for Rayo Vallecano against Villarreal or Valencia against Atlético Madrid. At the moment, that is what is the poll. So if there's anyone watching, vote in the live poll. Vote for one of those two then, to do a live watch long. Which one? Is it going to be Vallecano against Villarreal or Valencia against Atleti? So do vote in the live poll if you haven't done so already. But otherwise, I'll probably do a poll on my X, my Twitter over down. Or actually, I'll do it on my YouTube. Then I'll end it by maybe 24 hours. Then I can set up the stream whenever I can. But yeah, I guess it seems like we won't get a new voter in. So I'll end the live poll. 50-50 for the two games, those being Rayo Vallecano against Valencia. Oh, no. Wrong Valencian club. I'm sorry for Villarreal fans. Rayo Vallecano against Villarreal or Valencia against Atlético Madrid. So what I will do, because it's a 50-50, I will, I will do a poll on my YouTube and my X Twitter for the next 24 hours. So the poll will end at 7 p.m. Spain time for both polls on my X Twitter and my YouTube, where you guys can vote on the two games, either the Vallecano versus Villarreal game or the Valencia against Athletic game. For the game, I'll do a live watch along for, because it is 50-50 in the live poll we just did on the show. But yeah, I'll wrap it up here. We are about to hit 1 hour, so yeah, it's actually a good way to end this show. As I said, obviously, I'll be doing a watch along for one of those games. I'll let everyone know. Obviously, vote on the poll on my X and on my YouTube. I'll set it up just as when I end this stream, and it will be up for the next 24 hours. So yeah, please do vote when you get on, so that I get the decision made. So yeah, and first time it has happened. So yeah, as I said, please do hit the like button on the stream, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on X and Twitter to do the poll as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in the watch long of whichever game gets chosen. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.